Good morning! Welcome back to another Student Victim Assistance Virtual Coffee Chat. My name is Dianna. I'm a social work intern with Student Victim Assistance, and this morning I want to just take some time to talk to you about addiction and how it relates to trauma. Let's get started. So let's quickly start by going over how childhood trauma can affect brain development. During childhood, we are learning and growing while at the same time our brain is constantly creating, strengthening, and discarding neural connections as a result of what we're experiencing. So our experiences, whether negative or positive, has a direct effect on how our brain is structured. And due to its plasticity, from the moment that we're born, everything that you do and experience will cause your brain's neurons to grow, change, or even break, depending on the adjustments it needs to make to keep you functioning, while also shaping how you think, behave, and react to people and situations. So in other words, traumatic events can shape you and your brain. When these experiences are traumatic, they can alter or impede your brain's connections, as trauma causes high levels of stress, which will trigger the release of hormones such as cortisol or adrenaline, which in high concentrations can become toxic and cause neural connections to break. So whether it is during childhood or adulthood, traumatic experiences can ultimately change how you view the world around you and yourself. Now, how do these traumatic experiences lead to addiction? Well, when it comes to childhood trauma, this can happen due to a couple of different reasons. In many cases, a victim of childhood abuse may begin to abuse alcohol and drugs later on in life as a means of self-medicating because they were unable to rely on their loved ones for support or help alleviate their trauma as a child because their loved ones were the source of their abuse or neglect. In other cases, witnessing substance abuse behavior from a loved one as a child can cause the victim to model this behavior later on as an adult. Now, often people associate childhood trauma with child abuse, but childhood trauma can be as a result of other stress-inducing and traumatic experiences as well, such as neglect, loss of a parent, witnessing of domestic or physical violence between family members, and more. And this exposure to trauma can lead to abnormalities in the victim's brain structure, affecting their cognition and behavior, such as increasing their tendency to become dependent on alcohol or drugs later on as an adult, and can also increase tendencies of developing a behavioral addiction, such as compulsive eating or compulsive sexual behavior. In fact, recent studies have shown that children who experience trauma were 5 times more likely to suffer from alcoholism and long-term mental health issues, including PTSD. This is supported by the statistic that as many as 2/3 of all individuals with addictions reported experiencing some form of trauma during their childhood. This connection between trauma and addiction can be a dangerous cycle because trauma can increase the risk of developing substance abuse, while substance abuse can increase the likelihood of re-traumatization by engaging in high-risk behavior. Knowing this, we can find ways in which we can help our brain rewire itself and create new healthy pathways by speaking with a professional that can help us navigate our past traumas and intense feelings surrounding it. If you're currently experiencing trauma or looking to get the proper resources to find the right counselor for you, please consider reaching out to Student Victim Assistance so we can help you answer any questions you may have regarding trauma and the interventions available to help you during this difficult time. If you'd like to set up an appointment with an advocate, please give us a call at 404-413-1965. At Student Victim Assistance, we offer crisis intervention, advocacy, and support for students. We also assist students in determining their options and providing information related to their experience, even if they have no idea what they need or intend to do, which is a normal response to trauma. Students who seek Student Victim Assistance are not obligated to pursue university or criminal charges by speaking with an advocate. Staff is also here to help students who have experienced any type of recent or past victimization regain a sense of control over their traumatic experience so that they may resume their academic and personal pursuits. Jersey State University also offers free confidential counseling for students with same-day consultations available virtually. To make this appointment, please give them a call at 404-413-1640. And lastly, Together All is another helpful resource for students who are feeling isolated and alone. As an online mental health community, Together All is available to all students and is a platform where students can offer and receive peer-to-peer support for mental health concerns. Thank you again for joining me for today's virtual coffee chat. I'll see you all next time. Bye!